Chances are, if you're watching this video, you have played an MMO. And not only that, you have been disappointed by this MMO. Maybe you quit it. Maybe you keep playing, thinking that one day this video game will get fixed by the developers. Maybe you had a good reason to quit. Maybe your game mode died, they didn't update it anymore, maybe the balance is horrible, maybe the game died. There's a lot of reasons. Maybe it just isn't the same anymore. Maybe those little changes that they have done over the years are just removed the magic out of the video game for you. And in this video I will tell you why, instead of waiting for that video game to be fixed, you should just quit. MMOs are a very tricky thing, because MMOs are made so you're very invested in that video game, right? You have your character, your account, and all the things you do in this world will progress you through and will make you more attached to this video game. Even if at the start you might have had a lot of fun, if the game changes and the game is no longer fun, you will still have this attachment. And this is why I think there's a lot of people that are very, very unhappy playing MMOs. I started playing WoW and I quit on BFA because, well, BFA had a lot of issues and I was not having fun anymore. It took me a long time to do it. I didn't want to lose all the progress I have, my characters, all of that. I didn't want to invalidate that time invested into it. I guess you could say it's the time sunk fallacy, right? But it was real for me, right? And then I changed games. I tried every other MMO. I tried Black Desert, Final Fantasy XIV, ESO, Guild Wars 2, and actually I ended up in Guild Wars 2. And when I was there, I was having fun, but I saw a lot of people with the same sentiment I had back in WoW. And I was like, well, that's weird because I'm having a lot of fun. This game is great, right? But those people didn't have the same perspective I had. They played for a long time since the start. They had this almost the same experience as WoW players had, right? A lot of content was abandoned, the communication wasn't the best, a lot of bad changes that they would consider bad changes happened, there was a lot of content droughts, everything was very bad for a very big period of time. And I saw myself in those players, right? And now, actually, Guild Wars 2 is doing great. They're fixing a lot of those problems that those people were probably saying that the game had. Well, those people are not happy. They have been, disappointed way too many times. They no longer have that connection with the game. And I bet a lot of WoW players feel the same. Not only I bet, I know it, because I've been, roaming the Asmongold Reddit, and I've seen a lot of these comments as well. I remember one comment in particular in a critical post about the balance in Dragonflight. A comment was like, "You love to see it," right? They were happy that the game was doing bad. Why? Why is that the case? It wouldn't make any sense, right? If you have played WoW, maybe they didn't play WoW, but I would guess that a lot of people that are in the Asmongold Reddit have played WoW at least once, right? Especially if you're engaging in commenting in a WoW post in the Asmongold subreddit, right? So why are you happy about it? Whenever you've been disappointed for so much time, you just don't really care what they do. And Dragonflight, apparently, for what I've heard and what I've seen and I as a WoW ex-WoW player as well, a lot of the changes they're making are very, very good. Now we'll see how that pans out, but overall it seems to be in a better direction, right? So you might say, wow, I don't believe them that they're gonna fix it, and that's completely fair. Yeah, that's completely fair. But you can't deny that some of these changes are good. Maybe you can say they're not enough, but you can't say they're not good. So why are these people still mad? It's because probably they just got disappointed way too many times, The magic of the game is no longer there. There's nothing that Blizzard or any developer can make them enjoy the game anymore. Maybe if they quit for like a year and the game is great, maybe then they'll won't remember the bad times as much. And it kind of reminds me of whenever you have an ex-girlfriend, and every time you think about this ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, you cannot, but the only thing you can think about is the bad breakup you had, right? But after a while, after a few years of probably, not having contact with them, you probably will be able to, remember them fondly. As long as it wasn't a horrible toxic relationship, of course. You'll probably be able to think fondly of the good times, right? You'll probably be able to, maybe hang out one time, drink a coffee, and just move on with their lives, And I think it's the same for MMOs. Maybe it shouldn't be, maybe it shouldn't be, but I think it is. I think people get really, really attached to these MMOs, to these video games, and whenever they get disappointed by them, they feel betrayed, and no matter what they change, those feelings just stay there, regardless of what the game is like, right? So I think taking a break, at least taking a break, not to mention quitting forever, right, is not only healthy but necessary. Not only to maybe one day come back to the game, but also to give you a little bit of perspective. What do you want in a game? What do you want in an MMO? Do you like the gearing of your MMO? Maybe do you like the vertical progression? Maybe you can play PoE to see if that's the case. Maybe you just like being an epic warrior in a very open, very epic world. Maybe you can play something like Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Maybe you like the story, you can just play Final Fantasy. You like the PvP, you can play ESO, Guild Wars 2. Maybe you like the big open world fights in PvP fights. Maybe you like the big grand open world scale fights that Guild Wars 2 or ESO have. Maybe you like build crafting. Maybe you like, what is it that you enjoy in a video game, in an MMO? Do you only care about the community type of... Do you only care about the social interaction? In that case, well, MMOs are very solitary at this point. Maybe another type of game would be better for you. Maybe Among Us. But yeah, try new games. Find what you like. Try and be happy with the video game you like. Yeah, there's no point in playing a video game if it's not for fun. Video games are for fun. If you're not having fun with your video game, if you're not having fun with your MMO, what's the point? Your game is not your partner. Maybe you feel like it is, but it's not. You have no responsibility to it. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a game. And games are to have fun. So go there, at least take a break from MMO if you're really feeling like this. Play something else, try it out, see what you can find about yourself. And maybe you'll have fun next time. And maybe one day you'll be able to come back and have a good time with that MMO you played so long ago. Thank you for watching. Follow the stream, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys around. Bye guys.